is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm
Oh,
married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler. Is me saying I'm an old sack of shit on there?
Well, now it is. It was cut off before that, but you're like, this has to make it in.
Are you sure they didn't hear me say I'm an old sack of shit?
You'd think after 92 episodes we'd be better, but we're not, Tyler.
Well, who the fuck? Okay.
Wow.
Sorry.
It's like a race to who can say the F word first each episode.
Except for one
Listen
segment.
here, fuckhead.
Except for one segment.
Yeah, except for one segment.
So,
a
it's...
couple things to talk about today.
Yeah, it's the NFL draft.
Who cares?
I do.
Oh. Let's get excited about a kid who's going to underperform anyway because of our unrealistic expectations. That's sports. No.
Yeah, not like we have unrealistic expectations about superhero movies and shit
and comics
and TV shows.
No. So we got a couple things to talk about this week.
Yes.
We're talking about some CinemaCon news,
Oh.
some Kevin Smith stuff.
We have an announcement for next weekend, too.
No, we're not doing that. We're pulling out.
So at the end of the show,
The
I'll talk
last
about
minute.
it because I'm going to be there.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'm sorry.
It's something I'm really
sorry.
excited about.
Sometimes it bleeds into
You
the
get
show.
to meet my brother, dude. That's a big deal to me.
I like how you said that. I know what you were trying to say, but the way that you phrased it was like, that's a big deal to me. Like there's a little bit of a ellipsis. It's a big deal to you. It's a big deal to me, man. It's exciting.
Just get on with the show.
What? Why are you so mad at me?
No, so what do we got? What do we got?
Well, I want to make it clear. I antagonize Tyler so much before the show, and then sometimes it gets into the show. So I do want to apologize.
Yeah, it's all because we're friends. I mean,
'Cause we're
that's
bros,
what you, well,
dog.
that's- No, but not that. But yeah, I mean, we're not douchebags.
I'm not going to that level.
Hey, my bro. Like, I hate it when people like use like that's somebody I know.
You don't even like dog. Dog has been a
If somebody uses dog a lot, like if they've just met me, that just tells me you don't know my name.
So you allow it for me because we've been. By the way, we're coming up on 2 years of this pod. Couple things.
I feel like I've been friends with you for 11 years.
2 months from when this episode goes live,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be 8 weeks, which means in 2 months our 100th episode will be happening. So
And do we have plans for that?
we might have a special guest. Buckle. That's all I'll say.
That's quite
I'm calling in from
that's
Tijuana.
quite a tease.
Yeah. And we booked him
So is he.
And we booked him 2 months out. That's impressive. I mean,
The fact that we got a hold of him at all
yeah,
was pretty cool.
because he only accepts,
And that's
he'll only respond to guest spots if
Yeah.
it's snail mailed
And
to
that's,
him in Tijuana, Mexico.
right, and that's a holdover from we had him on
Tinfoil Radio.
So
Yeah.
that's a holdover. So we were kind of like, hey, we would really like to have you on again because we're doing something,
Yeah.
but we miss you, man. Like you're great.
You're a big influence in our friendship.
And
It's just an excuse to do
it
that.
has to be said one more time.
You realize I'm also-
Commando's team was not that good.
Can we also acknowledge something?
The garbage is coming on the wrong day, and instead of getting his gut, what?
For people that might not like me doing impressions, I apologize because we're going to be talking
Fuck
about.
you.
We've got. Well, first of all, you suck. Secondly, I'm always going to find an excuse to do the Jesse Ventura voice. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Duh.
And another thing,
Get to the chopper.
I will probably be doing a ton of unnecessary Optimus Prime voices and stupid jokes because
Well, I'm
we're going to
really-
be talking about
I'm
Transformers.
really
this week.
fucking sorry about that.
I am too. So let's start it off
But
with.
you're just gonna have to listen.
Wow. Also, a return of a segment.
Ooh.
Special game. Grifter Grab Bag makes its return to the Griff Report, so we'll have that as well. So real quick, we're
And
gonna
of
talk.
course, our mayhem book of the week, and then
Let's just get into the show. We don't got to tell them every fucking thing we're gonna do, Tyler.
Are we doing long box?
No, I don't want to, because you're gonna want to, and then I'm just kidding. We can do the long box. Well, we'll see where we are in time. Are you crying again?
No.
This is inside the writer's room with...
Inside.
How do you guys prep a pod? I just shoot down every
He
idea.
just makes Tyler cry and then presses record.
Every idea that Tyler has, I say
Once
no.
that first tear leaks out of that overflowing eye.
Tyler, the funniest
Like a
comedians...
manga.
The funniest comedians deal with abuse. I'm just trying to make you
Like an
funnier.
anime
That's all I'm trying to do.
cartoon.
So CinemaCon,
Yeah.
that took place in Las Vegas this past week.
Ooh.
So a couple of things. So
I've never heard of this.
we talked about it last year.
Oh.
Shows you how big of an
So
impact
in
it made.
December, hey, Merry Christmas.
Well,
I've
see-
never heard of this
well,
Christmas
see,
thing.
CinemaCon reminds me a lot of...
Is it like Coachella for movies?
Well, the best way I can think
Burning
of it,
Man for movies.
I think it's more of like a... It's almost like... I want to say it's something like E3 back in the day. Because E3 back in the day...
Ah, yes.
The big video game convention, that was mostly just journalists that were there and did this stuff. Now, I think this is open to the public, but this is mostly like movie insiders. This is mostly going to be critics that are going to this. So CinemaCon, the way I understand it, is just more of a chance for critics to get advanced screenings, because at this CinemaCon they screened The Flash. So some people actually did have some responses to that. But I think they were but they have to go through a certain amount of, I guess, would it be technically called an NDA? I don't know. Where there's an embargo.
That's
It's an embargo.
For those of you who don't know, that's called a non-disclosure agreement.
But so I think the only thing they can post about the Flash is just
Don't ever say I don't do anything for this show.
the only thing they could post about the Flash was just like tweets, but they had to be vague.
Oh, they got to screen it?
They saw it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Again, that's why I think
When's it coming out again?
June. So soon, in a couple months. Anyway, less than a couple months, actually. So anyway, let's talk about this. So first up, let's talk about Sony. Because Sony showed a very small amount. Marvel and Disney was there, and they showed some extended stuff. But nothing, as far as I know, nothing really has been announced from this CinemaCon. It's just stuff that's already happened. And are you just going to be distracted by the NFL?
shut
Stop
up.
looking at your phone.
I just looked at it. Shut up.
You've
Let's
been
go.
looking at it this whole time.
Nuh-uh.
No.
I literally like 5 seconds
You're
ago.
going to look, the Vikings don't matter who they draft. They're going to lose in the playoffs. It's just who they are, okay? Oh, he took his headphones off. He's walking out of the studio.
Oh, shit. He's gone. Oh,
But I don't think there's anything really...
come back.
I don't think anybody really announced anything that we hadn't really known about. But Sony did come out and say that Kraven the Hunter will be rated R. So this will be Sony's first R-rated movie.
Ever?
They also did show some footage. Their first in this fucking Spider-Man.
Here's the thing.
Not Spider-Man
Kraven the
universe.
Hunter is a great character. And here's the thing, is they ended it with the Last Hunt. Mike Zeck and I think Michelini was the writer. Michelini was the writer.
Michelini.
I think so. But it's called Kraven's Last Hunt. It's like a 6-issue series. It went across, I think there was 3 Spider-Man series at the time. Spider-Man, there was Amazing Spider-Man, Peter
Friendly
Parker,
Neighborhood?
The Spectacular Spider-Man, and then Web of Spider-Man. And then later on came Spider-Man, which McFarlane started, which that very famous first cover with the webs.
You want to talk about the Batman rule? There's got to be like a Spider-Man rule at Marvel. Jesus.
I have no idea, but
You know
there's
how many
there
times
was
they
there
do
was so each month it was basically 2 months or 3 months long because you had 2 months long because you had 3 books each month. But it was amazing. Basically, what happened was Kraven was sick of everything, and he's like, "I'm going to prove to the world once and for all that I can capture and kill Spider-Man." So he does.
Yeah.
You think? But
It's one of the more seminal Spider-Man
he doesn't.
series.
He actually just buries him alive, which is insane because and then he goes out as Spider-Man and does a bunch of crazy shit, and then he also fucks it with this guy, this Vermin character as Spider-Man. So, and then he leaves him for when Spider-Man finally comes out of the ground. But the whole thing is now that he's proven that he's superior to Spider-Man, he's like, I have nothing left to prove, and he blows his own head off. It's fucking so dark and so good, and the art is amazing. And why do you have to bring him back? Or
First of all, Kraven
without Spider-Man, who cares?
This is the thing. And this is why Morbius failed, and this is why this Kraven movie is going to fail.
Right.
These characters are not that compelling without Spider-Man. They're just not.
Sorry.
people.
I do like Kraven the Hunter. I think he's a great character.
Joker was a fine movie. Todd Phillips' Joker was a good movie. It was fine. I don't need to watch it again, but I saw something like that could work because Joker is a character that has enough relevance, has enough star power that Joker could carry his own movie.
Yes.
You can't say that. Venom is an example. Yeah, Venom's been around in the comics since the 90s. Venom was super popular in the 90s, and you got a lot of people that went to see that movie were people like me who grew up with Venom in the 90s in the comics and the cartoons and shit, loves that character. That character can work on its own.
Well,
barely. It barely works without Spider-Man.
Yeah, but he has. The point is that like
But Kraven hasn't.
Right, exactly. But like Agent Venom is a perfect example of how the Venom character was changed in such a way that it became a character that could survive without Spider-Man. Now, granted, the Agent Venom character still has the spider on the fucking or uniform. But I mean, if you read any of those books, like I mean, he's off in space and shit. He has nothing to do with Spider-Man.
So funny story. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with Sony. Sony also
the fucking Packers got Lucas Van Ness, son of a bitch.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, Bad Boys 4 apparently is happening. I just thought that was worth talking about because Martin Lawrence and Will Smith shared a video from the set of Bad Boys 4.
Why is he doing that when he knows he's not going to be able to win an Academy Award for it?
I know.
Why are you doing that, Will? Wait the 10 years.
Because he loves Martin, and he loves that franchise. Hey, Bad Boys...
So he's trying to win an Academy Award for... Because you know that it's going to be Academy fodder,
Like Emancipation?
Everybody's going to be talking about it. Like, have you seen Bad Boys 4? It's literally like my top pick for the Oscars this
here's
year.
my problem.
Writing,
Tyler,
direction, photography,
Tyler,
cinematography.
Here's my problem. The third one was Bad Boys for Life.
Uh-huh.
How do you go? How do you do a different title than that? Like that's a perfect title.
Well, that's why it's Bad Boys 4.
That's what I mean. You should have had another movie, and then this one should have been Bad Boys for Life.
Okay, before you continue with this thread, can you go ahead and name me in order and their full titles, all 9 fucking Fast and Furious movies? Yes, go now. Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift.
No,
that's actually Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift.
No,
what?
It's Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious. Then it's Tokyo Drift.
I thought Tokyo Drift was the second one.
It's the third one.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Are you
Why
sure?
would they have a movie 3 Fast, 3 Furious, you idiot?
I'm going to look... No, because I'm pretty sure...
No, Too Fast, Too Furious.
Because Tokyo Drift was...
Stop. I'm not going to let you gaslight me. I know for a fact.
I'm not gaslighting you. I'm just saying I think they didn't have a franchise yet, and Tokyo Drift was like just a way to cash
after
it. Are you sure?
It came out in 2006. Too Fast, Too Furious came out in like 2003.
I have them all on Blu-ray.
And then it's Fast and Furious. Then it's Fast 5. Then it's... Fast and Furious 6, then it's Furious 7, Fate of the Furious, F9 the Fast Saga, and now it's Fast X or Fast 10. Should have been Fast 10, your feet or Fast 10.
I lost interest around like the Fast and the Furious.
But no, there's one Fast and Furious. They dropped the "thes."
Yeah, I don't care.
At one point,
I don't care.
You know, the first one was
I've never seen any of them.
The first one was about stealing like DVD players,
and I'm never. Gonna
and now
see
they're
any
in
of them.
space.
Yeah, I'm never gonna see any of them. Don't care.
So anyway, moving on from Sony now to Warner Brothers.
The reason why I want to bring that up is because the naming is not such a big deal for movies. Clearly,
it is.
Really? Is it?
For me.
You're a huge fan of that franchise, which just has the worst fucking titling.
Bad Boys, Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys for Life.
And then Bad Boys 4. How is that worse than... So the first one is what? Fast and Furious?
The Fast and the Furious.
The
Fast and Furious is the 4th movie.
You see what I'm getting at? Okay.
Can we?
Let's move on.
For the love of God, I want to go.
Move on.
For the love of God, I want to see the 10th movie with you in a theater, knowing you have seen none of them.
Yes.
Just to see what you would think of this.
You know what it's going to be like?
Because you're going to be like, what the hell? John Cena's in this? Jason Statham's in this?
I took a girlfriend to see a James Bond movie, and she had never seen a James Bond movie.
Those are a little bit more disconnected, though.
No, but it was Pierce Brosnan. But it's over the top and ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
And if you're not a fan of the movies and you're not expecting that, it might be like, this is dumb. And that was her reaction. Like, this was dumb.
Yeah.
Like, we got to... Now, granted, it was one of the Pierce Brosnan ones, and they're not super great. but it was still a Bond movie, and I enjoyed
I really
it
want to
because of the Bondness. But yeah, after the movie, she was like, "Was that supposed to be good?"
That's you know what? That's a commentary series right there. As we watch all the Fast and the Furious movies.
Oh God, no, I cannot I do not want that much Vin Diesel in my life.
Hey, he's not in 2 of the 10 movies, so you have to deal with him for 8 movies.
I will say this: Chronicles of Riddick is one of my favorite sci-fi movies.
Pitch Black.
Not Pitch Black. The Chronicles
Why
of Riddick.
don't you like Pitch Black?
Because I never watched it. I saw Chronicles of Riddick first, and I tried to watch Pitch Black.
You watched them out of order.
I don't. They do enough exposition.
You know, if we're talking about Van Diesel's franchises, what about the Triple X franchises?
Oh, fucking go away! No.
That
No.
third movie is one of
the movie where he shows up and the one girl's like, "Here's a couple of ladies for you to just fuck if you want them."
The things
Just
I
take
do.
'em.
The things I do for my country.
Yes,
Just reeks of 2002.
right? It's
All
so.
right, so on to Warner Brothers.
I mean,
Warner Brothers.
granted,
Warner Brothers had a lot of stuff to show. Again, nothing really worth showing, like worth talking about in terms of announcements. But they did show The Flash. We got a new trailer from it, but they did show it. The new trailer.
I didn't watch that one. Sorry.
You're really not missing much. It's just more setting up of, okay, yeah, we're doing this multiverse Flashpoint situation, and then you see a shot at the end where you see the two berries, and there's a really cool thing where they like drop down and like they stop. They're like running, and then they stop because there was Supergirl, and she's in the middle. And then you look at Barry's costume, but then there's the other Barry, and his costume looks funky and off. Somebody paused it. It's because the Barry that's in this timeline with Michael Keaton never became the Flash, so he doesn't have a suit. So they took a Batman suit and painted it like spray painted it red and repurposed it and put a lightning bolt on it.
Huh.
And it sounds silly, but it actually kind of
sounds cool.
It actually looks cool in the shot. Like this movie looks, and this is what's so fucking unfortunate is this movie looks good. Like I'm like, oh shit, DC finally made a real and I like Shazam. I thought Shazam was fine.
I thought both of them were. Yeah, I mean,
I like
we
the Shazam,
talked about
but
how they're.
I'm like,
kind of the best consistency.
Wow, we're actually going to get a good Flash movie, and we're actually going to, and I think it's going to be like, oh, so we're getting some, I think it's going to be a good way to give closure and tie off that loop that is the Snyderverse and set up where we're going to go with James Gunn and what we're going to see in the DC.
I think Marvel needs to be ready for the fact that in the next 5 years, Marvel is going to drop off for whatever reasons.
I mean, they're already dropping off.
Pick one, right?
Because I mean, look at the drop off for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And because DC has fucked up for so long, they're going to be the only game in town.
Yeah. Well, I think they should be worried because they've got James Gunn at the helm, and I think in the next few years, DC is going to get a lot better.
But you know what? It'll happen, and then something will happen where Marvel reboots everything, and then that'll be the only game in town. And then the DC, it's cyclical. It'll happen all the rest of our lives.
Well, yeah, because Secret Wars is going to happen.
But I'm excited for DC to make some good movies.
Real quick. Did you see the rumors? Now, this is just rumors. This is just speculation. I have no sources of I saw this on Deadline or Variety or whatever. But there's rumors that Adam Driver is probably going to be the front runner to be Reed Richards.
Okay.
Which would be awesome. I
think
he'd be a great Reed Richards.
Yeah,
because he can
do cold.
He could be
calculated.
He could be charismatic, but he could pull off that cold
he
asshole.
Has to. Yes,
that Reed
he has
is.
To sometimes because that's what Reed Richards is.
Yeah, that's what I love.
That's how he becomes the maker in the Ultimate.
Yeah.
Have you seen that the Ultimate Universe that they're going to integrate the Ultimate Universe into the regular Marvel continuity
again
this June?
I thought they already did that once.
I don't know. It looks like a big thing, and
anyway,
I'm not excited.
So
for it.
There's a lot of hype behind the Flash, but again, it's so fucking unfortunate because that movie looks like it's gonna be really good.
Yeah,
and I'm really gonna enjoy it. But of course, Ezra fucking Miller is the star of it. Also,
have we heard anything about him?
There's a dude.
Yeah.
Well, this is their tactic. This is what they said they were going to do. They were going to release this movie, but keep him out of any sort of press for it.
Okay.
So I can't imagine him doing any press at all.
Right.
But this is the problem too, because there was some dude that was a critic on Twitter. He had seen it. He talked about it, and it's like when he referred to Ezra Miller, it's like, yeah, there's the baggage of some of his mistakes, and everybody was dragging him on Twitter for it because it's like, the dude did some really heinous stuff and should be going to jail and should be in jail for the things he did.
Yeah.
So to kind of hand wave it in a review kind of, in my opinion, goes to that merit of cancel culture. Cancel culture doesn't exist because you can be a shitty person, but hey, as long as your movie's good, that's fine.
Can I say this about it?
And why?
We've talked about.
Here's the
Go ahead.
I want to just also think about how Jonathan Majors has been treated, and think about how Ezra Miller's been treated.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and
which, by the way. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what I wanted to say is, we've talked before about the Kevin Spacey conundrum, and objectively, American Beauty is not a good movie because it's fucking creepy. Okay, now
I've never seen it.
We all thought it was a great
is,
movie for a couple of years, but then we started realizing, hey, this is really bad. And so like I can watch Usual Suspects because even though he's in it, he's not, I guess, creepy in that role. I guess. What I'm saying is if I go to see the Flash, I probably won't, in my mind, reference any of the legal shit that Ezra Miller has gone through or is going through while I'm watching that movie. It just is not going to be in my head. And mainly because, I don't know how to say this, Ezra Miller's never creeped me out. Like Kevin Spacey has, before we knew about his stuff.
Here's the way.
Does that make sense?
Well, here's what I'll put. The way I'll put it, because as we were talking about that, as you're saying that, I was like, okay, I think the way that I'm going to look at it too.
Like I'm going to enjoy the movie without.
But I don't think it's fair. And this is the problem we went into, because when companies or corporations or things like that are shitty, you always have that problem of like, I can, air quotes, boycott this by not buying that. And if you want to make that decision, that's cool. But at the end of the day, it's like, how much difference does that make, really? And then it goes to, okay, well, those people, that company's shitty, but I still want to support those filmmakers. And that's kind of where I am with this director, and I want to see Keaton again. I want to see Affleck again. And so there is that weird thing that we put ourselves in of like, well, I feel like I'm supporting this guy, but I don't want to punish other hardworking people because there's a ton of people that make a movie, right? And you don't want to discredit it. But I don't know. I'm gonna see the movie.
I'm what I'm saying is like I don't think I'm gonna have any problem watching it and not like.
Yeah, and to me, it's also the same thing with Hogwarts.
Suspend my.
It's the same thing that would happen with Hogwarts Legacy when that came out, where I don't think it's right to attack someone and call them transphobic if they bought a video game. And it's unfortunate that J.K. Rowling is the way that she is with this stuff.
Right.
But I don't think it's right to be finger pointing and being like, you're a bigot because you bought a video game.
Can I make an analogy?
Same thing with like, I don't want to be like, well, you support Ezra Miller as this shitty person because you saw it in the movie.
Here's a great analogy about that. Amazon. I'm okay having Prime and ordering stuff from Amazon, even though I think Jeff Bezos is a fuck. Why? Number one, he doesn't own it anymore, and he hasn't been like in a day-to-day operations role with that company for like years now. So, does that make sense? Yeah. I guess. Lego continually puts out more and more Lego sets of Hogwarts, of all these different scenes from the movies. They've even supplanted Star Wars with how many sets that they put out every year. They put out way more Hogwarts shit than they put out Star Wars now.
Yeah.
Which fucking sucks because I fucking hate Harry Potter. But I've bought a couple of those sets. Am I transphobic? No. So I wouldn't say that either. I wouldn't say somebody reading the books or anything like that is transphobic. I understand that it's an enjoyable series and it's well written.
Well, it's like you were talking about earlier. It's that separation of art and artist,
right? And
again, it feels.
Doesn't it feel more like Universal is like in control of Harry Potter than J.K. Rowling? Does that make sense?
Warner Brothers, you mean? Because that's who owns it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel, and that makes it a little easier too? Like, well,
I mean, she's still getting paid,
of course. Yeah. I mean, she came up with the first idea.
Well, and it's not...
Or not according to a dude in England who unsuccessfully sued her.
All right. So, some other quick hits from Warner Brothers. They showed an extended look of Aquaman 2, some more of Blue Beetle, which, again, I've heard rumors that Aquaman 2 isn't good, but yeah, the first one wasn't, like, great. I thought it was enjoyable, but it was meh. And then, here's the big one. We got a quick first look at Dune Part 2. I don't understand how I'm more hype about this than you are.
It looked fan fucking
I
made.
think it's your phone, bro. I
Oh,
think
you
your
sure?
phone wasn't fully. No, I think it looks just like the first movie. It literally looks
I know.
where the first movie
Well,
picks
it was,
up.
Well, it was like.
Well, I don't know what I saw, but I didn't see what you saw. What you saw was not clearly what the trailer was. So I don't know.
Well, okay. So what I did was after I had a flip out about these awful I fucking hate fan made. God, drive me up the goddamn wall because they're like, this is the real trailer. No, it's not. Stop saying it is. Stop doing that to fans. I fucking hate that. It drives me up the goddamn wall. I just want to see some new shit. And you're like, let's cut together a bunch of scenes of him in a different movies and then make it look like it's this movie. Okay. So what I did was I went to look online on Google, like Dune 2 trailer, to see if anybody was like, wow, this trailer fucking sucks. And I didn't see that, but what I did see is that Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya both showed up at CinemaCon and dropped the Dune 2 trailer.
We haven't seen it.
But we haven't seen it. Whatever you're seeing online with the digitally inserted Austin, don't look at that shit. It's awful. It made me want to puke.
Either way, November 3rd.
So mad.
November 3rd. Variety has a
Look at how upset I am.
Variety has an article shows you what Florence Pugh is
I
gonna
did
look like.
I did see some of the tweets about that. Zendaya and some other people.
I know we talked about this, but like, man, Timothée Chalamet's character, Paul Atreides. Pff. You got to choose between Zendaya and Florence Pugh. Like, talk about Sophie's choice.
Do you want a spoiler?
Paul's choice. I know who he picks.
Well,
He picks Jesus.
You're right, man.
He picks the sandworm Jesus.
No,
but I keep forgetting that movie's coming out this year.
I do too, and that's stupid because I'm really such a big Dune fan. But I have other things going on in my life.
Wait, does it come out this year? I want to be sure.
I'm pretty sure this November. Yeah,
I think 2023. It is supposed to be on November. Okay,
yeah.
November 3rd.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
And honestly, the less I know about it, the better.
We might actually get to see that one in theaters because I
Together?
we couldn't do the last one because I had a wedding that weekend.
Together. Also,
Maybe.
I watched it the morning it came out. I think I stayed up late.
And
And
watched
then,
it at 2
oh
a.m.
yeah, I'm pretty sure at like 2 a.m. I watched the 3 hours. Like fuck it, I'm pretty sure because I was so excited.
A couple other things. We also found out Hugh Grant is an Oompa Loompa in the Timothée Chalamet Willy Wonka movie.
Why?
I don't know why.
Why are we doing a Willy Wonka movie?
Why not?
Why is there a new fucking Pan fucking movie coming out on
Peter
Disney?
Pan. That's
It's Peter Pan and Wendy. It's different.
Woke. It's woke because there's isn't Tinkerbell black in that?
That's not the issue I'm having. The issue
No,
I'm
I
having
know.
is
I'm just saying.
I'm tired of
I'm
seeing
saying
Peter
it's-
Pan adaptations.
I'm saying losers have already said that, but anyway,
Really?
yeah.
God, you guys are missing the point. Stop making Peter Pan adaptations. They're bad. Nobody cares.
I do. No, I don't. I don't care about Peter.
No. Here's the thing. I am more than happy to see more representation as we make more and more stuff.
It's just that it's the
I don't have a problem with a black Tinkerbell or whatever, like some trolls. You said some trolls already do. My problem is when I first saw the trailer. Is Jude Law in it? Is he Hook?
yes.
I think so. So that got me excited because he's a great actor. He's fun. But then I thought it was going to be a series. Because you know what I would like to see is a Peter Pan like an 8 episode series. Really delve into it, really make it fun. But you're giving me another movie like 2 years after Pan. By the way, way to call your movie Pan. That was the easiest critical review to write ever.
Yeah.
Pan. I panned it.
That's why you don't get paid to write it. That's why.
High fives all around the bullpen.
All right. Moving on.
No, I'm not done.
Moving on. I want to talk about
Son of a bitch.
because a few days ago, by the time you hear this, a few days ago, Kevin Smith released a video on the People magazine YouTube
Are you going to make me go through this?
channel.
No.
And I wanted to talk about it because I thought it was an interesting thing. It's about a 35-minute video, and he kind of explained because at the beginning of the year, if you follow some of the podcasts he does or some of the things that he usually does, he was kind of like radio silent for like a month or so. And then around a month ago, 2 months ago, I would say, he was kind of radio silent. And then a month ago, he had admitted publicly that he quit smoking weed. And then he admitted that he was in rehab, and he said it wasn't for drugs or alcohol, it was for codependency. And then he released, a few days ago, he releases this video. Again, it explains what happened. He's saying he had a mental break. He had a break with reality.
I wonder what that's like. I don't want to experience it.
No, that sounds awful.
No, I don't want to experience it. But
as someone who's had a few panic attacks, I can imagine it's like that, but like cranked up to another level.
Because I've tripped before.
Well, yeah.
I've always tried to trip so that I can hallucinate like another reality, but I just never got good shit. I don't know.
You didn't dose enough.
I took 3 one time.
3 tabs?
Yeah.
You lunatic.
But we got a quarter of shrooms and we both ate half.
Oh, shrooms. I was talking about
acid.
No.
But I've done 3 tabs of acid.
Oh,
but
anyway.
But we also did an eighth of each of shrooms.
Anyway, I sent it to you and said that I wanted you to watch it because I wanted to talk about it. And
it was very powerful.
Yeah, it is an interesting thing because I thought it would be a fun jumping off point to kind of just talk about, like every
explains a lot about some of his movies. Honestly,
very early on in the show, we talked about mental health and things like that, and we've kind of like periodically come back to that topic, and I want to kind of again go back to that topic because what I took from that video, and you should watch it. It is a really good video, and what I took from it was first of all, it's called Trauma is Trauma, which is something that he reiterates, which is a great point that he brings up that every person does.
Yep.
We try and minimize our trauma to get through it.
Well, it's a way to survive.
And he's right. I would have done the same thing he does because he's only human. He's like, I'm in this ward with veterans and people that have been overseas and seen action and like been in some shit, and I'm just this sad rich guy, But yeah, I think that's a great example too of what he learned and what he got.
Well, a barrier to getting help for your mental health is feeling like you don't deserve it, or that you shouldn't be.
You don't want to be a burden,
or nobody fucking cares.
Nobody cares. That's what some people feel in their mental health. But you had a different.
I see what you did there, you fucker.
Well, you had a different reaction to it, and you were texting me about it, and I didn't respond to your text because I wanted to address you on the show and kind of talk about and how.
Well, thanks a lot.
No, because I thought it was interesting to have a dialogue about it because you and I had different reactions to it. I think you and I both thought it was great and powerful that he shared his truth and shared his story and more. And we should normalize that more of people.
We're both on the same page
themselves.
as far as that the more people that express their innermost feelings and their anxieties and stuff, the better we are going to be as a society because it's not shamed to have panic attacks or what have you. It's not a shameful thing anymore, and that's the way it should be.
Yes,
I agree with that. We are on the same page as far as that goes.
Well,
yes.
one of the things I took from that is too that your brain is just like anything else. You need time to heal physically when you're hurt. You need time to heal mentally when you're hurt. Now that's going to take a lot more years than a broken ankle might, but that is what it is. But
we know less about the brain than we do about the ankle.
You had a different reaction to it.
Yeah.
And you yourself admitted it's a bit of a selfish reaction.
Yeah.
But everybody deals with mental health, of course. Yeah. You're someone who has depression. You're someone who has talked about your depression on this show. We've talked about your depression, anxiety, my anxiety, all that stuff. But you were kind of put off a little bit, I guess would be the word. What was that? Because you texted me about it. And I'm not going to read the text. I just kind of want to have a dialogue about it. Unless you want me to read the text.
I don't know. I was thinking, let me read it again because I don't think I would mind, but let me read it again to make sure. Cause
I'm glad he's saying all this off mic.
Way to not be next to the mic, you fucking dipshit.
I could hear you. I was just being a shit.
Okay. I'll read it because
I'm not trying to put you on blast. I'm just trying to
not at all. In fact, I don't think that there's anything in this that I wouldn't want. I don't think.
I just want to have a dialogue about it.
So, okay, well, I'm glad Kevin is telling his story. I have a bit of a personal issue with the mental health trend. I've thought about self-harm often in the last couple of weeks. So the reason why I haven't said anything to anyone about it is nobody fucking cares about my mental health struggles. So I compartmentalize the feelings, shove them down, and don't talk about them. I've also stopped going to those meetings because nothing I say is heard. My entire music catalog is dealing with my mental health struggles.
Well, mental health
my
strugglers.
phone is cracked. But I'll be damned if anyone is listening. Sorry, I'm a little testy about this stuff. I'm glad people can get help. I'm angry that I couldn't get help if I walked naked into a Hy-Vee and peed in the lettuce. And that's true.
Now I think you should do it just to see if you could.
Well, I would get caught. That's the fucking stupid thing, is if I tried to test it out. See, that's why I fucking hate society, and
why
that's
can't
why
we just piss in lettuce?
No, when I'm glad that people have things, and I'm glad that people are happy and stuff. I'm not, though, and I don't care to be a part of this fucking shit most of the time. I just don't care, and
so can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you saying this because you feel like, okay, it's great that he could share this story, and I'm happy for him, but it's a little bit like,
okay, Jay Glazer.
He's trying to share a story, right? He's trying to share a story because he thinks it can help people, right?
Yeah, and good for him.
And the way he ends it is beautiful too.
Yeah,
where he's like,
I love Kevin Smith,
but I think the issue that you're coming at it with is like, that's great, but people only want to talk about it when it's a rich person.
Well,
or people only want to talk about it when it's a celebrity.
I've been talking about my mental health struggles since before it was cool or whatever. And
you're gonna hipster mental?
No, I'm not, because that's not right.
Yeah,
I want
I'm
people. It is a term that, but it works for the
it's trauma Olympics is what I think he's.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I don't want to do that.
No, I definitely do not. And certainly my trauma is not like as bad as some others, and that's wrong to think that. You want to
trauma is trauma, Tyler.
Exactly.
What do we talk about?
But I guess I've been in touch with my mental health and my mental state way more than anybody for decades, and I've talked about it, and I've been on social media about it. I've been very open and honest about it. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody says, "Hey, good job, Tyler. Wait, brave of you. Hey, you, da-da-da." So I stopped doing it. I don't do it anymore because nobody fucking cares. So I compartmentalize. I shove it down. I don't go to these meetings because when I did and I said stuff that made me feel good about getting out, I didn't feel like I was heard or that anybody gave a shit that I was talking. So I stopped going to these fucking meetings. I took Facebook off my phone. I don't post on Facebook or Twitter anymore because nobody fucking cares. And now I know that's social media and I get that. But I feel like my greatest strength as a musician and a songwriter is my very open and honest lyrics about how tough it is to struggle with this every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that I that nobody, maybe it's not as good as I think, but I feel like somebody at some point somewhere has thought, wow, that's really fucking profound. Wow, whoa, holy shit, wow, that's it's a great song. Wow. And I'm sure people have, but I don't know. I guess my thing is like, there's a reason why Kurt Cobain was like so great and why he was so bam, like just, because he was so brutally honest about it. That was his thing. He was just fucking, was Kurt, and he didn't want to fucking overproduce it and all that shit. And he still shopped at Goodwill and all that crap. Right. And I don't know. I just felt like 4 or 5 years ago when I started this journey on this music of recording and putting it out and stuff, which again is my catharsis for this mental health stuff, how I get through the day. I thought at some point that would break through, that somebody would be listening and go, wow, you know what's great about this guy is he's fucking brutally honest. He's stripped down and that's him. You can't fake that shit. Wow. And I don't know if that'll ever happen. And I'm every time I make something new, I'm like, should I even put it out? Because who fucking cares? Nobody's gonna fucking care. So it's selfish, and maybe.
Well, I mean that to me, that's just again that.
and that goes. I talked a lot
That's
about my music more than anything, but
That's a lot of that seems like compartmentalizing the trauma, and then that puts it in a situation. And then if you do feel like that you want to self-harm, why didn't you reach out to people? And again, like you said, they won't care. Well, if you're talking about potentially hurting yourself, people will talk to you. I mean,
I don't need to put that on anybody.
But then what's the point, man?
I don't.
If
I'm not going to do anything.
If we don't talk to each other, or you talk about this, then you're just going to keep you want to be angry your whole life?
I've evolved.
And
I evolve
I'm not-
every day.
I don't know. Your situation's different than my situation.
No, but
right?
I'm being more
But-
mindful about my temper and stuff.
Yes,
Like when I'm
okay.
at work these days, because like nobody needs to deal with that shit, and it's also really.
But I don't still want you to feel like you can never talk about it. I'm always someone that will want to talk about it. If you were to text me like, "Hey man, if you were to text me like,
Right,
can
I know,
we talk?"
I know,
It's like,
but-
and when you have you and I have reached out to each other and talked to each other about this stuff. And I know what you're thinking,
Right.
and I know you're going to be like, well, you've got a family, you've got other things to worry about. I do,
Yeah.
but you make time for the people you care about.
If I truly thought I was going to, if I was imminently going to harm myself, yes, I would reach out to somebody.
Well, okay.
But I've not gotten that far, and I don't think I will. There's a lot of reasons why I don't consider that, even though I've thought about it. And what chief among them is, what's the point? I've learned enough over the years that, okay, today sucks, but tomorrow might be awesome. I'm sorry, it's basic like that, but it is.
Yeah.
And that is one big reason why, what are you accomplishing? What did you do? You made a lot of people sad because everybody's going to think that, if I had just talked to him.
If I would have done something.
So fuck that.
Yeah.
And then if anything good happens to me or what, I won't know about it because I'll be dead. you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know that, and I'm glad that and I'm glad you got a chance to say it, and I know that. But
I just wanted to have that too as a jumping off point of just things to talk about. Of like, again, it's important to have these conversations because, I mean, shit, man. If we don't talk to each other, what are we doing? Because it really does boil down to, I understand where you're coming from, where you don't want to be a burden, you don't want to, and it's silly. It's silly that human beings think that way. I find that funny because unless you are, completely like it takes advantage of your family. Nobody that loves you is going to make it feel like a burden, and it's not going to be a burden.
I know, but I honestly, more than anything, I feel like whenever I talk about my issues, that everybody's thinking the same thing, and it's TMI, bro. I'm serious.
I think that it's
depending on the person, like not you so much, but like
I do think I disagree with how your approach, and nobody cares about your mental health. I agree. I agree to disagree, in a sense. I agree and disagree. But I think that what Kevin did here, I think, is a step in the right direction.
Yep.
And I think that the more open we are, because when I was watching that, I was just thinking about that of like how human he sounded, and how human he felt, because people like to think, like they want to talk about masculinity, and they want to talk about being tough and being strong, and it's like human beings are sensitive creatures. Because to me, and this is just my personal opinion, the price you pay for having a higher intelligence is you now have to understand that we all have complex feelings, we all have complex ideas, and you have to accept that that is the burden of existence, is the fact that we have to accept the fact that with higher knowledge comes all of this other baggage of emotional stuff, and all these other things. And funny thing, I was talking to I talked to my wife about that.
The dog doesn't sit around going, "What's the meaning of life?" As long as they got food, they can sleep and they can play.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest, I fucking wouldn't mind that.
I envy it. But, but
shit.
My wife and I were talking about this, and to kind of put a bow on this topic, my wife and I were talking about this video, and I was like talking about myself. I was like, because everybody does have some sort of trauma at some point in their life.
I
That's
think so.
just existing,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I have that much trauma. And she's just like, well, then as I said it, she's like, well, you're a child of divorce. That is trauma, whether you think it is or it isn't. And as she said that, I was like, yeah, that's why when, I have those feelings of, and I told her this because, we try and be as open as we can with each other. I've had those thoughts of like, this is going great. Everything's going great. This is going to fall apart because that's what happened to my parents.
That's almost the underlying thing of that's what people like us. That's why we have a problem with success and happiness.
Because we're wondering when it's going to fall.
We're always
when
waiting for the other
drop.
shoe to drop, dude.
Yeah.
Always. Why? Because that's what we know.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, that is my trauma. That is something that I have to understand. That's something.
But
I
can I
recognize.
put it like this?
And another thing too, and then I thought,
far be it from me to be the positive one here, but can I put it on a spin on it?
I was almost nice for
Okay.
a minute because I was all as she said the divorce thing. I was like, oh yeah, and then immediately felt like, you clearly haven't fully dealt with the death of your dad, buddy. Like, that was the other trauma that was in my brain that woke up. It was like, hey.
Well, what I was
you know what I
saying
mean?
about
Like, when you start thinking about it, everybody
Right.
has something that they could always work on with themselves.
Well, what I was saying, how we know that's what we know, but is that really what we know, or is that just what our trauma has offered us? Like is it that we just are not enjoying the good as much as we could?
But it's because like he was talking,
Or
I think a lot of it was
or
like,
is it because the trauma feels so much bigger than the?
yeah, I think a
You
lot
know
of
what I
it
mean?
was what Kevin was talking about mindfulness and the importance of mindfulness.
And that's what I've been
think
trying to do at work.
I think a lot of it was that too. I think a lot of that is everything is good now, and now I'm thinking of the future of how I'm going to fuck it up, or I'm thinking about something I did in the past that could fuck me over in the future, and all these other things. And it's like, no, I need to center it, and I need to get back into doing that too. And what he said with breathing, absolutely true. That's why anytime when you meditate, it's a lot of it is breathing, and a lot of it is just, and like he did the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A lot of it is that too. And
Well, look, at my job, when somebody gets like 6 gallons of fucking distilled water on one order, that's a lot of physical work for me. And I feel myself going like, fuck, this job isn't worth this, But as soon as I think it, I'm like, why are you thinking that? Why do you care that much? You're not breaking anything.
Yeah.
You're not straining anything. Sure, like enough of this over like years and years, maybe you'll develop whatever, but this one thing is not going to ruin you.
Yeah.
And they're paying for it. Like, what's your fucking problem? You know what I mean? And I find myself saying that to myself a lot.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Before, when I would say it to myself, I said it like like a shitty, teacher. Like, what's your fucking problem? Now what I'm saying is, hey, what's the problem? And I'm saying it to myself in such a way that's like allowing myself to tell myself what the problem is. And then I'm saying, okay, well, that seems a little silly. I'm being nicer to myself.
Well,
I'm being more mindful.
And it sounds like what he was talking about with the other guy.
Yeah.
The rage that you want to experience, the rage that you want, you have painted that portrait of yourself.
He's so hard to please.
You are this angry, pissed off son of a bitch.
What's my logo?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, the Amazing Team.
But and again, he talks about that of like the personas we give ourselves because of the environment that we're
Such
in,
a
and
douchey persona I gave myself.
Anyway, so enough of that shit. Mental health.
You want to know how I developed that stupid thing? I read comics when I was a kid. This is Chris Claremont's fault with his bullshit Wolverine crap, and I thought Wolverine was the coolest guy, so I started acting like Wolverine around.
Tyler, we're moving on. We're transforming into the next topic, and we're talking about Transformers, baby. We
You know
got
what
a
I
new
think
trailer.
is really, really funny is that none of these trolls have made any like transgender
it's right there.
Transformers
It's just
jokes.
dangling. Just dangling.
Low hanging fruit.
Dangling like some dice right
It's
there.
like a grape that's just like, eat me. I'm about to drop off this vine.
Would you say they're sour grapes?
Ooh.
Anyway, first up, let's talk about that. This will be up on Friday, so Thursday there was a new Transformers trailer for Rise of the Beasts, and let me tell you,
very spent after watching that.
I'm soaked. And let me tell you,
Gusher.
I was excited about it when you
Sploosh.
told me that Ron Perlman was going to be
Yeah.
a robot gorilla
Yeah.
named Optimus Primal.
Yeah. I mean,
His voice is so good.
take my money as
Man,
soon as you
Peter
can.
Cullen is like 81 years old, and that motherfucker's still doing Optimus Prime. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Take my money twice, right?
Unicron.
But then the third thing comes,
Unicron.
and I can't give you my money fast enough.
You're like, what? He watched the trailer before we recorded, and he's like, what the fuck? Because I already seen it. Because I texted him, like, it looks fucking
I
awesome.
saw the 86 movie in the theater. My mom took me, okay? And when Spike says shit, it was the most embarrassing thing in my life up to that point. I was like, oh my God, I'm watching this movie in the theater with my mom. You have to swear?
Did you look at your mom and go, you got the touch? You got the power.
No, but I
God, that's such a good
I
song.
almost wanted to be like, I'm sorry, Mom. Like,
Seriously, though.
I'm sorry there was a swear. in that
Unironically?
movie. It's supposed to be no swearing.
Unironically,
And it's a dark fucking movie, dude.
unironically, doesn't Optimus die in that movie?
A lot of people die. Like almost all the original, and then they show the Decepticons like killing off all the wounded, like just dropping them off the plane so they can make it home. Like, it's fucking dark, dude.
Unironically, that song slaps. Okay.
That
You got
whole
the touch.
soundtrack slaps.
Amazing
dog.
soundtrack. Amazing.
NRG.
That's how I know you're friends, because you call me dog.
When I see what I want.
If I don't know you, you can't say dog to me unless I know you.
Hunger by I can't remember all the
Anyway,
bands.
no, this trailer.
The whole
The
metal Transformers theme version
Here's the thing.
by Lion.
This is what's kind of smart about what Paramount is doing, because they're kind of having their cake and eating it too. Because they put themselves in a situation where they don't have to acknowledge those Michael Bay movies, but we have the precedence of those Michael Bay movies saying that Transformers have been on Earth this whole time.
Sure.
So they could play with it. But this is building off the foundation of Bumblebee, because Bumblebee was in the 80s. This is 94. That's what we get from this trailer. The Bumblebee that we saw in the movie in Bumblebee is back. And it looks like they're doing what they did with Bumblebee, and they're doing like more Gen 1 looking robots. Because didn't Optimus look like Gen 1 Optimus?
Dude, the RC looked really cool.
All of it looked awesome. But again, this is where they could still technically use this and still have it attached to the Michael Bay movies. I personally think what they're trying to do is just steer it in a different direction. And
I like the idea that I can start with Bumblebee and
you could
move on
you
to
could,
this next
you
one
could totally
and be fine. And
yeah.
just because I saw the original Star Wars. I saw the original Transformers in the theater, the first Michael Bay one, and then my brother got me a limited edition. I think you have it too. I think you have a copy of it, but it's a limited edition and it's a transforming DVD box.
I do not have that.
Oh,
I wish I did.
It transforms into Optimus Prime, and it's in this clear case, clear plastic
The first
case.
movie's not good,
No.
but it's the most watchable of the
Yeah,
of the Michael
but
Bay
here
ones.
exactly. But then I was like, and then it kept going and like after.
Dude, I saw this.
I was getting headaches when they would transform in that first movie. I was getting headaches trying to follow
I saw the
it.
second movie.
Like, enough with the
I saw the second
complications.
movie as a midnight showing.
Oh,
I
wow.
did not know.
Oh,
High school Jake, when he bought that ticket, did not know that movie was 2.5 hours. And I remember leaving the theater at like almost 3 a.m. being like, what the fuck was that? And I loved it when I saw it in high school.
Oh.
And then as I got older and I watched it the second time, I'm like, oh. There was so... Yeah, anyway. No, but... we're forgetting about Michael Bay. We're moving in a different direction. We're looking at
Goodbye, Michael Bay.
we need to watch. I'm pretty sure it's on Paramount Plus. We should watch, and it might be other places. We should watch Bumblebee, because Bumblebee is good.
I'm gonna watch that. I got a lot on my plate.
You like Haley Steinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena's a pretty good
I
villain.
want to watch Bumblebee. I want to watch Cocaine Bear. There's a lot of
John Cena makes a joke in that Bumblebee
Mrs.
movie
Davis. Yeah.
that I've been making for years. He goes, how can we trust them? Their name is Decepticon is in their name. And I think John Cena ad-libbed that. Like that wasn't it. Because again, it's a great point, John Cena. Why would you trust anybody named Decepticon? Decept.
Anyway.
Right there.
Anyway.
Ron Perlman sounds badass. I think the action looks dope. And it's almost like, okay, I'm glad that Paramount is listening what they did with Bumblebee and what they're doing with this movie.
Yeah.
Make these fucking things bright. Make them bright and vibrant so we can see what's going
Yes.
on.
And enough with the, hey, so if we were to build an actual Transformer that worked in real life, how would that look? Enough. Give me blocky fucking legs turning into wheels somehow. I don't give a shit.
They make them bright.
I don't care. You know what? Nobody watching the cartoon in the 80s, which, by the way, in 1985 was the best year of my life. Why? Not really.
Nintendo.
Not really the best year of my life, but every day I got off school, I got home just in time for Transformers and G.I. Joe on the TV, man. And we're talking, this is the original run, man. So it was awesome.
Well,
But
knowing is
nobody
half the
watched that
battle.
nobody watched that cartoon going, that's not realistic how Optimus Prime turned into that truck. But Michael fucking Bay.
Well, I mean, Tyler. I mean, come on.
Fucking
These
hate you,
are these
dude.
are alien beings from a planet called Cybertron
They're wizards.
that are wizards that just come to Earth and find cars and be like, that's a good idea. These are big, massive things. That'll be the disguise.
You know the
for
best
us.
Transformers adaptation ever?
Mm.
The fucking Marvel comic.
The IDW books are good too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Fucking whatever. dude.
Disrespectful.
Did
you know?
they have a
funny-
talking
you know-
ship called
you know
the
what's-
Ark in IDW?
Also, you know what's funny? Around this same time last year, we did a segment talking about how I was becoming a Transformers fan, and then sure enough, we get this Transformers
Son of a
drop.
bitch.
It's like serendipitous.
Sorry, Vikings are coming up.
I don't care about the
I
Vikings.
fucking care.
Who'd the Bucks pick?
Collegiate Cansey.
That's I don't.
Defensive line, Pittsburgh.
Son of a bitch. No.
Oh, Detroit got Jack Campbell. Motherfucker.
Anyway, nobody cares.
Mother.
Talking about nobody cares about your mental health. Nobody cares about your draft.
See? This is my mental health.
You want to be heard? I hear it. It sucks. All right. Along with
I heard you. Bad. Good news. I heard you. Bad news.
I don't
didn't
like-
fucking care.
I don't like what I heard.
Could have done without it.
So yeah, and one more thing to talk about with Transformers. Also, after the trailer gets dropped, we get more information for Paramount. They're gonna have an animated Transformers movie. This is their first, I think the first like big animated movie since the one that came out in '86.
Probably.
It's called Transformers 1, and this is gonna be earlier. So this is gonna be talking about how Optimus Prime and Megatron like went from being buddies to enemies.
Oh.
So I'm like, are we gonna do fucking Fall of Cybertron? Is that what we're gonna be doing?
Oh, dude.
Are we doing that? Are we doing
Well, we're
that?
already doing Unicron, so just, you
Well,
know.
Netflix had a Fall of Cybertron show, but I didn't watch that. So anyway, they announced the cast as well. This is what a little bums me out because I'm like, why not just? He's doing the movie. Why not? He was doing Rise of the Beast. Why isn't Peter Cullen doing the
What?
cartoon?
What's the problem?
Well, they're having Chris Hemsworth be Optimus Prime.
It's fine.
It's just
You're going to have somebody else at some point.
unless if they, I guess,
And it's a younger Optimus, right?
If they lean into him being a younger Optimus, that's fine.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So
shut up.
we're gonna have Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime. We're gonna have Brian Tyree Henry as Megatron.
Cool.
He was in Eternals. Remember?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if you've seen Bullet Train. He's in that too.
I haven't. I want to.
Scarlett.
I've seen him in something else. He was in shit.
He's been in a bunch of stuff lately. Scarlett Johansson will be Alita. Keegan-Michael Key will be Bumblebee.
Cool.
John Hamm will be Sentinel Prime. Holy fuck, that gets me excited. I love Sentinel Prime.
Feel these nipples.
Hey, I don't know how you can top Leonard Nimoy. Say what you will about that third Transformers movie. It's not a good movie, but goddamn does Leonard Nimoy's voice just give a presence to Sentinel Prime.
See, that's
so
why
good.
the 80s movie was great, because Leonard Nimoy was the voice of Galvatron.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Frank Welker was Starscream.
Such bad comedy.
You know who my
That's a
you know who
Galvatron.
my this is how much of a nerd I
This is
am with
bad comedy.
audio and radio and stuff. Soundwave is probably my favorite because he's a fucking boombox.
Orson
man.
Welles was a Unicron.
Orson Welles was Unicron.
Judd Nelson was
You know what I
Hot
could
Rod.
You know what? I should sit down and watch that original.
You should. Have you never seen it?
I've never actually watched
It's
it.
really, really good.
The animation probably doesn't hold up, but you know.
It actually, I've seen it recently, and it does. I actually bought G.I. Joe, the animated movie that they made in the 80s with the Cobra Law and shit.
One last note
Okay.
on these. Guess who? I just want you to take a wild guess. Who they take?
No, the Chargers took Quentin Johnston.
Anyway, Sentinel Prime, John Hamm, Lawrence Fishburne will be Alpha Trion.
Nice.
Dude, Lawrence fucking Fishburne.
See, here's what's really cool about toys, and I know it's
Dude, I can't wait for these Transformers toys.
Well, I know the bubble is about to burst any minute, but with all these reaction figures and stuff, because there's too many of them.
Reaction figure. Now you need to coin that term. That's a good name.
Kenner already did. They make
reaction.
Them. Yes, they
like a like whoa. That's a reaction.
It's do you know what I'm talking about? Like they put out all these toys.
I don't. But I'm
at like Jay's.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're regular cards.
Okay, whatever. Fuck it.
No, but they have like GI Joe stuff. They have Halloween. They have like all these movies. They have Iron Maiden, all the different album covers.
Yeah.
They just basically any toy that you can think of. Like they have one. They have Evil Dead, Army of Darkness figures and shit. But one of the things that they have now is their action figures of the Transformers. They don't transform or anything. They're just action figures how they would look in robot form, and they're from the Gen 1 cartoon. And they're really cool because you're like, I know they don't transform, but I kind of don't care. I mean, they look cool. You know what I mean? The problem is they're like $20.
My nephew has them, which look, I'll be that guy. I am glad I have a boy. Because I'm going to buy him so many cool toys that I want to play with. I'm going to be like, no, I'm buying it for the kid. I'm
going to be over. Once he starts getting into Duplo and Legos, I'll be over here a lot more.
My nephew, he has like Transformers toys.
Okay.
And I hated those fucking toys. Because sometimes I couldn't quite figure out where I was supposed to. Most of them are pretty obvious, right? But some of them, I don't know quite exactly how to do it. And then I'm too afraid that I'm going to bend it too far and fucking snap the thing, and I'm going to break the kid's heart.
See, that's the problem, is that the original Transformers were all made of metal, dude. my buddy, yeah. But as I remember distinctly that they would have like levels. Like they would say on the box, advanced or not. Like the basic ones you got on the cards, the ones that were basically like Bumblebee and stuff, it was the smaller cars, or like the tapes, like Ravage and Frenzy and those guys. Those were easy. You basically bent this and then you pulled those down, and then those are his legs, those are his arms. That's it. Easy. Those were like very easy. But then like Galvatron, when I bought his toy, that was an advanced one because you had to have you had to remove parts and put them in different places, and like you had to.
Dude,
because it's a cannon, but you turn him into a dude, and it doesn't even look like a dude.
I want to wrap up this conversation.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Well, I want to wrap this up by saying, have you seen the fucking way too expensive Optimus Prime that is like you can connect to him like through your phone, and like you press a button, he'll be in as a semi, and you press a button and it'll literally go and he'll transform himself and stand up and like do stuff, and like it's awesome.
No, but I want it. I did buy the.
I can't afford it, but I want
the Optimus Prime Lego was fucking cool as shit.
All right, Tyler.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to talk to that Rage guy. I'm gonna need you to see if he can come out and play for a little bit, because we're gonna be talking about the Grifter Report.
Oh, God damn it!
Eat my ass.
Down by the damn bone down. $1 million, bitch.
Think of the fucking comedy.
Well,
we just made up that sounder. You know what you have to do from now on. Every time we do the Grifter Grab Bag, you have to pull that off.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yes, you do.
No, I'm not.
Yep.
All right. So, Tyler, why don't you come on down?
Hey, it's time to play Grifter Grab Bag. Spin the wheel.
Tyler, I've got 3 clips.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you.
Bob.
I'm not going to tell you what the clips are.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you who the clips are until you make your decision.
Okay.
You got to pick a number between 1 and 3. Tyler, what is your number?
Let me talk to my family.
I don't know. Go with that one. I don't know.
We're going to go with 2. You better be right.
Well, this one better be the shit.
Or we're going to get divorced. I don't know how I'm married.
All right, number 2.
And then I don't care about my
Number
marriage
2 is RK Outpost. RK Outpost. Ryan Canal.
Irish bastards.
Does some serious dick riding for Ron DeSantis.
No.
So he says that woke because Disney's
It's DeSantis.
DeSanctimonious. Fuck that guy.
Fuck Florida. Pretty much in general.
Yeah, Trump, Florida, DeSantis. Fuck it all. Fuck it all.
You know the
Mar-a-Lago.
whole Bugs Bunny song.
So anyway,
off.
So
Let's do
anyway,
that.
Ryan is saying that woke Disney is desperate because they're suing Ron DeSantis, and I just want you to tell. And again, I want this to be important because this is not like he has like Patriot Outpost that is like his more political thing, whatever. These guys are like, we don't want politics. You know, the anti-politics and entertainment crowd really seem to be pushing for these politicians lately. But anyway, here's what Ryan was saying, and this clip, this just perfectly encapsulates the brain rot of these people.
The past few years have been an absolute nightmare for Disney, from dwindling box office numbers to
Still made
failures on
ass
streaming
ton of
with
money at
Disney
the box
Plus.
office.
It's been bad all around, and it's been of their own doing. So many people have caught on to Disney. They've realized that it's not about entertaining people. It's not about respecting their fans and the families that were part of their audience. It's about pushing an agenda. And one thing that maybe exposed them more than anything else was when they decided to go to war with the state of Florida.
No, they didn't.
And as much as the mainstream media
Nobody went to war with the state of Florida.
What is wrong with these people?
First of all,
war on Christmas, war with Florida.
everything's a war.
You've never been
It's
in
the
a
culture
fucking war, you
Hey,
pussy.
he served.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say shit then.
I don't know.
I honestly can't.
I don't
if
know
he
how
actually
much-
served in
he-
the
he
military,
did actually
well,
serve.
then he's one
He's
over on me.
He's excluded. But as far as I know, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers.
But that makes it even more damning that he's using this war bullshit. If he's
Anyway,
been in,
my favorite thing about
fuck him twice now. No, fuck him twice.
Take it out.
Because he was in the fucking war. So he
Better yet, ass to mouth of this guy. Right
There
out
you
of his
go.
butthole, right in his mouth.
sure. But no, you were actually served, and you still use this war
But
shit.
no,
You
the best part about
ass.
you know what they forget about this
Okay,
is
yeah.
the war air quotes that they're going between war and between Florida and Disney happened because Disney got exposed for still supporting the Don't Say Gay bill,
Yes.
and then they said no, we don't support that.
Yeah.
Had this big thing about it. Then all of a sudden they hate Disney,
Yeah.
and then Disney's going to war at Florida because they. But keep in mind. Ryan is one of those people that believes the Don't Say Gay bill is actually meant to protect kids, and he continues to say that more in this clip.
Sure.
media and politicians have been trying to spin things and say, no, Disney's actually getting exactly what they want. That could not be further from the truth. And now finally we have that admission from Disney as they're turning around and
When
pretending
did they
that
admit
they
that?
are the victims, the ones who started this fight, the ones who wanted to sexualize kids in kindergarten. Disney's now trying to claim that they're really the victim in all of this. And keep in mind how everything went down, right? Florida introduces a bill. Disney decides to come out. One of the most powerful companies in the world comes out and actively says, we are going to war. We are going to fight with the state of Florida over this bill that is designed to protect kindergartners through third
No,
grade.
it's not.
it's
It's
not.
designed to marginalize already marginalized people, you fucking bigot fuck. God, I'm fucking sick of you fucking people making your own fucking agenda, dude. Talk about an agenda, you fuck. God, you're the ones who are always talking about fucking kids' genitals, you
Oh my
fucking
God,
creeps.
nobody talks
What
about
the
this
fuck?
shit more than they do.
Nobody wants to sexualize kids. You guys do. But I mean, well, no, I don't think they do. But why do you? Because that's the fight they play. But seriously,
From being
what?
sexualized in elementary school. That's what Disney decided to fight for.
No, it isn't. No, Disney was
God,
just
it's
trying
like
to.
banging your head against a fucking really hard wall.
Disney is simply just going where the money is.
Yes.
And the people.
And the money is in representation
It's just-
right now.
Guys, it's just like when Bud Light put the rainbow on the fucking can. You know what? Yeah, it pissed off a lot of you idiots, but you idiots bought those beer cans to run them over or shoot them. You still fucking bought the cans, dummy.
And the fact that you were mad about it shot the sales of those
Did you-
cans right
Yeah.
through the fucking roof.
they knew what
Thanks,
they
assholes.
were doing. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
And guess who brews the anti-woke beer, by the way? Budweiser.
No, yeah. Coors also had a gay pride thing too. Like, I'll drink Coors now. I'm like, well, when are you people gonna realize they market to them because that's where the money
You're
is?
gonna have to make
They-
your own beer, you bigot.
You're in the minority, dummy.
Yeah.
That's what they're telling you. Because the market is saying, this almighty capitalism market that you guys love so much is telling you in your face, it's more
Oh, you like capitalism until it
Homosexuality?
starts saying something you don't want.
homosexuality, trans people are becoming more and more accepted, and you're just mad about it.
Yeah.
All right. Now you pick number 2. So now we're down to
Okay.
number 1 and number 3. What do you want?
Well, Let's go.
Can I
know
tell
what?
you who are involved? I can tell you. There's the 2 clips. I'm not gonna tell you numbers here now.
Okay, sure.
But it's between Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers and Melanie Mack.
Oh, my favorite. Let's go 3.
All right, number 3 is Geeks and Gamers.
Well, we'll get to Melanie.
So I wanted to give you this clip because it's short and I think it's funny. So they were Ryan and Jeremy were on a live stream together, and they were talking about season 3 of The Mandalorian. They're talking about how the audience score. They refer to the Rotten Tomatoes score as if it's the actual Rotten Tomatoes score versus what they were saying about was the audience score.
Right.
Also, I've said this before. I think Rotten Tomatoes can be a good resource for if you think you're going to enjoy a movie or not. But at the same time, it's just a fucking website, and Rotten Tomatoes is not the end-all be-all. Go see a movie.
Please
watch a movie if you want to watch a movie.
Stop acting like Rotten Tomatoes is the fucking Bible of whether to go see a movie or not. And then Ezekiel said his Rotten Tomatoes score was gone, so we went to another movie
Tyler,
instead.
I understand movie tickets are expensive. So I understand wanting to be informed on your decision, but at the end of the day, just go watch the movie if you want to watch the movie, okay?
Right?
But anyway,
we're lucky because all the movies we like are out all the time.
They're referring to how this has been another disaster. Season 3 of The Mandalorian has been terrible. Jeremy gives some expert analysis because they're like, well, what
makes him an expert?
So what's been so funny about this too is
I've seen Star Wars a lot too, dickhead.
The people that say that season 3 dwindled in quality are attacking Kathleen Kennedy again because that's their boogeyman because it's a woman in power, so they don't like her. They call her a girl. Oh, a girl boss. Yeah, it's Queen Slay. They do that shit all the time. So they hate her and they use her as a scapegoat. So they use her, and then Jeremy says, "No, we're not even going to give them benefit of the doubt. Fuck all of them."
Didn't she hire Jon Favreau?
Yeah, sure. Everybody involved is responsible for this, whether that's Favreau, whether that's Filoni, or whatever. But we have heard the reports that Kathleen Kennedy got more involved in season 3. Of course she did, Jeremy. And derailed a lot of things. This is Star Wars. This is Kathleen Kennedy Star Wars. This is Jon Favreau Star Wars. This is Dave Filoni Star Wars. This is them. They want to work for the Queen. They know who she is. They know what she's about, and they have decided we're going to continue to keep our names attached to this fucking horrible person who does nothing but ruin Star Wars. You are responsible just as much as she is at this point in time. No one gets a pass anymore. You don't get a pass.
Okay, so Favreau and Filoni are on the shit list now.
And we have to hold every single person accountable, and nobody gets a pass. Nobody. Fuck them all. Fuck Disney Star Wars. Every single person involved in the company. Fuck them.
So then they're
it's essentially The Last Jedi now.
That was at the end of the conversation, and I wanted to tag that in there. And he's like, "Well, it's essentially The Last Jedi."
So that means they're going to stop making videos about Star Wars.
So
now?
remember,
because they don't like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right?
So remember,
no, they're going to keep making videos.
When they don't like Star Wars, it's always Kathleen Kennedy's fault, and it's always The Last Jedi. Somehow, some way, in 2023, we're talking about The Last Jedi.
Do they not understand how big of a footprint Kathleen Kennedy has on popular culture over the last 50 years?
She's one of the biggest producers ever.
She's one of the producers of all of the Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah.
All of them.
She has a huge
Almost
reputation.
every Spielberg movie that he's ever done. Kathleen Kennedy.
They're just losers. They're just fucking losers.
And here's the worst part. If you sat Kathleen Kennedy down and tried to narrow her down to one political view, you'd never be able to do it. Why?
Because she's an
got
executive.
to where she is by not being political, you fucking idiots.
But here's my favorite thing.
That's why you're not an executive at Disney, fuckfaces.
Here's my favorite thing. Again, it's because they didn't like it. So then they're like, well, it has to be Kathleen Kennedy being involved.
It can't be John. She clearly poisoned Favreau and Filoni.
It's just like those air quotes rumors that were coming out that Brie Larson was causing the delay in the Marvels because of production, because she's hard to work with, even though there's been no evidence of that. And it's to just be like, and then again, to have the attitude that if you work for Disney Marvel or Disney Star Wars, fuck you. For what, Jeremy? And listen to how he talks about this horrible woman. Why are you what did she do to you, dude?
Right.
She didn't do a
what
thing.
evidence do you have that she's a horrible human being? Like, give me some evidence other than she
ruined
made
Star
something
Wars.
you didn't like.
She ruined Star Wars.
She didn't like.
That's what the evil thing she did. She disrespected the legacy of George Lucas's Star Wars. That's the bad thing that she did.
Now, can we say?
Can I tell you this right now?
Right.
And I don't care what flack I get. Star Wars fans are fucking babies, dude.
Yeah, they are.
I'm so sick of them.
As
I'm
somebody
so
who's been
sick of
around
them.
since the beginning, honestly,
And
you're a bunch
obviously,
of fucking babies.
I'm not saying all Star Wars fans, but
No,
I'm saying a
but
majority.
a lot of you are fucking vocal fucking babies, and you can't accept the fact that there's been some really pretty good content other than the sequel trilogy. Like Obi-Wan was great. I thought Andor was great.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck you.
Andor's great. Obi-Wan's fine.
We got a problem with Kathleen Kennedy, huh?
I liked this last season of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
It's just like this is how pathetic these guys are.
Sorry,
and this,
the pick is in. I keep
And
looking.
look, that's fine to be passionate and be a fan of something, but to act like someone personally like attacked you
Yeah.
or insulted you because they made a couple movies or things that you didn't like. You know what else? I'm probably not gonna, like you said you
Yeah.
watched it. I'm probably not gonna watch Star Wars Vision. I don't watch.
I watched the first couple of them. I'm not going to watch
I'm
anymore.
not gonna
'cause
watch
I'm
Tales-
not a big manga.
I'm not gonna watch Tales of the Jedi.
Uh.
I'm not gonna watch The Bad Batch. I'm not gonna watch Clone Wars. And
yeah.
you know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay that exists in the fandom. I don't feel personally fucking attacked.
Right?
That those exist.
Right?
It's the same thing as
Why do
yeah. But no, yeah, they act like they're never going to talk about Star Wars, but then they've openly admitted before that they grift off Star Wars. That's their bread and butter.
You fucking dicks.
How dare she? She might as well just taking
Before-
my pants off
before
and
we move
fuck me
on
right
to,
there.
wow. Before we move on to number one, also they are mad that she won't.
You know what?
Before we move on
if,
to one,
if this were not a woman, I think this would still be different. I think this would be different if this wasn't Kathleen Kennedy. If this were some dude, I don't think they would have as much vitriol as they do for this woman. I really think so. Well,
Well,
that's
they
not true.
would-
They
they-
hate Feige now.
yeah,
but I don't know.
they'd find somebody. But so based on how they feel about Kathleen Kennedy and how I feel about J.K. Rowling, who's in the wrong? Like, here's the thing, though. I don't like J.K. Rowling because she has come out and said
Kathleen-
something
yeah.
very political.
Kathleen Kennedy
and she
hasn't
has
said anything.
No, she never does, and she never will. Because she doesn't need to.
Yeah.
You know how much money she has, you fucking idiots?
All right, back
Okay.
back to reality. Whoop, there was gravity. We're gonna get to number one.
Gotta be kidding me.
What? Who'd they draft?
A fucking wide receiver.
Cool. Ooh.
No. Jordan Addison. From
Jordan
USC.
Addison, more
Apparently
like-
he's pretty good, I guess.
Jordan.
Joey Porter's available, you fuckers.
Hey.
Sorry. Let's go.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up with the
Let's
best one in my opinion, because this shows you how little of actual work and prep she puts into a video. So Melanie Mack did a video on this new gay cowboy movie called A Strange Life. A Strange Life? Yeah, I think it's A Strange Life. A Strange Way of Life. So
Why
it's
is she watching a gay cowboy movie?
so it's starring Pedro Pascal
Okay.
and Ethan Hawke.
Okay.
And great. Why is she covering it?
Yeah.
Because she's got a bitch about gay people.
Wow.
And this one's a little long. I chopped it up a
Did
little
she
bit.
never read the part in the Bible about turn the other cheek?
Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this, Tyler. And
Well, as a
if
Christian,
I
I
have
know
to-
she's lying about most of her fucking Christianism. I know she is because she's a fucking piece of
Christianity,
shit.
Christianism.
Honestly,
word?
who gives a shit? Fuck 'em. Fuck religion, dude.
Fuck 'em.
No, fuck
Get
religion.
ready.
So yeah, Christianism.
Get ready. And I hope she sees
You're
this.
another.
And I hope
yeah.
she sees this because she's commented on the last video we made. About her.
Yeah.
Melanie, this one's for you. All right. Don't listen to what we said before. I want you to hear this.
No. Yeah.
So anyway, she covers the trailer, and
I can't fucking wait.
she has some thoughts.
No,
And of course,
she does.
guess what? It always leads back to the same thing. I feel like every time we cover her, it goes back to the same thing of her bitching about gay people and trans people.
It's overrepresented, okay? When you actually look
Okay,
at
yeah. But after, sorry.
Little context.
This is almost 2 minutes. So this is a 21-minute video, and I watched about. Full disclosure, I didn't watch the whole video because I already got the
Well, we
context.
appreciate all of your help.
I got plenty of context from it because I watched a good amount of it.
Okay.
And so she shows the trailer, and then she goes on to say that
She shows the trailer. She shows this blasphemous shit on
Yeah.
her own channel.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
kind of Christian does that?
By the way,
what kind of Christian
does make as good-
exposes her followers to sin willingly?
oh, I forgot to tell you. In this video, she says that Pedro Pascal is in it. He seems like he's in everything. he's also like the forefront of this woke agenda, is what she says, which makes me
Because
laugh.
his sister's transgender, you fucking piece of shit.
And he was mad about Gina Carano being transphobic, and she wouldn't stop. And then she shared a thing comparing the fucking quarantine to Nazi shit, and then she lost her job. But anyway, back to Melanie Mack.
Statistics and demographics, it's overrepresented.
Gay people
Not
are
only that, which I
overrepresented.
wish I pulled this up, but I don't even remember where I saw it yesterday. But if you actually look at the data and you look at the amount of people who identify as queer, LGBT, whatever, and you see now, and especially within the younger generation, and you compare it to before, it's a monumentally crazy leap. It's not
Because people are more open about who they are now.
Oh,
versus
trust me,
I'm just saying,
I got
Tyler,
this,
if we
man.
don't stop
Let her
it,
talk.
Tyler,
I got this.
if we don't stop it now, the gays will run the world.
Yeah, I know.
We'll never be able to reproduce.
It's not organic. It's just there's no
I know exactly
organic,
what I'm gonna
nothing
say.
organic about that. Despite the fact that it does go against nature, because I mean, you can't reproduce in a natural sense. So
What are you talking about?
that's a whole other topic. But I'm just saying things like this,
I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
things like drag queens reading to children
How?
in schools, things like parades. It's making things like getting attention for who people are intimate with. All this stuff it's a contagion. It is spreading, and it's
a contagion.
It's indoctrinating children, and it's also obviously this movie isn't meant for children. But just
Boom, you idiot! You caught yourself in your own fucking grift. It's exposing it to children. Wait a minute, that's not what I'm talking about in this particular video.
It's not made for children. But anyway,
No, this is. By the way, that's not a mic drop gotcha. That's just me pointing out that she doesn't even have the fucking wherewithal to think about that she's talking.
she just exposed herself, and she doesn't even know. She keeps going.
Yeah, she's complaining about a gay movie that's written for adults and made for adults, and then says this stuff is being put to children. Well, this particular thing isn't. Then what the fuck are you making this video for?
Oh, finish this shit so I can fucking blow her
But this
away.
is what I mean. This is an obvious example of her grifting because she has nothing to add to this conversation.
Well, she wasn't alive in the.
She's
yeah.
got nothing to add to this movie
No.
other than, oh, gay cowboys, that sucks.
the overall general message and
Good
all
one.
of this stuff that we keep seeing shoved in everything. Okay?
Did she just
A
say shoved
lot
into
of
everything?
people are mad at me because of my
No.
Christian beliefs and my Christian values, and because
Christianity has nothing to do with it. You're just a
You're just
horrible,
a piece of
horrible-
shit.
Yeah, you're just a shitty
you're a
person.
shitty person.
don't support the LGBTQ and anything else after that. They want to act like I'm so hateful and this and
You
that.
are.
I would not.
What you're saying
if
right
I
now
truly
is
care
hateful.
about people, I am not
don't.
going to encourage them to do things that will harm them.
It's not gonna harm anybody.
especially spiritually. And I'm
Oh,
a Christian,
fucking-
so it's
Who
just
the
like
fuck made you goddamn
I
soul
don't
police? Who made you the fucking soul cop, you fucking piece of shit? Nobody fucking made you the soul cop.
Soul cop.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm the soul lawyer. I'm here to make sure you get into heaven. Nobody fucking asked you. Fuck you.
Hey, Tyler.
Can we just stop with her and
yeah.
I can just say my thing?
Tyler, look, we really wanted you to come into heaven, but you fucked that dude in the butt, so we can't do it. Like, what are you
The
doing?
reason why she's having
Save you spiritually.
the reason why she's having a problem with this shit, I don't need to hear
Jesus.
anymore, do you?
No, we're good.
Good.
We got to wrap it up.
Totally, but just real quick, I grew up in the 80s, and there's this kid named Ryan White, and AIDS was a thing, and people were freaking the fuck out about, oh my God, you can get it from a toilet seat. No, you fucking can't, but people were freaking out. My uncle was gay and had AIDS. He moved to San Francisco because his father threw him out of the fucking house because he wouldn't accept that his son was gay. Then that side of the family always maintains that my grandfather died because of a broken heart because because his son was gay, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. We find out that he has AIDS. And I'm told by my parents not to tell anybody I go to school with that my uncle has AIDS, my dad's brother. Because my dad works with a bunch of dads of kids that I go to school with. And if I say something to a kid that works with my dad, whose dad works with my dad, and it gets back to them, then he's going to have trouble in the fucking office because his kid told him that another kid told him, his kid told him that his brother had. Do you understand the ridiculousness of that?
Yeah.
That is why it's a bigger number, you fucking idiot. Because it was scary to be who you were.
To me, the funny.
Ryan White had to move out of town. He wasn't even gay. He was an 11-year-old kid who got a blood transfusion, and it was not. It was tainted with AIDS. So he had AIDS. They kicked him. They fucking ran him out of the Indiana town that he lived in, him and his family, because they could not accept. Read about Ryan White. It is fucking horrible. And you got to ask, you have a problem with why the numbers have jumped? It's because people are more able. They're not as afraid to
There's
be
a
who
lot
they
more open-minded
really,
parents.
They always have been. And again, nobody fucking made you Soul Cop.
Soul Cop.
So fuck off.
The Soul Police, they're bigots.
The Soul Police are a bunch of fucking dicks.
Soul Police are good inside of your head.
Soul Police are trying to fuck you in the butt. What?
What? No, they're trying to stop you from
That's
that.
weird.
Because they're bigots.
It's weird that they ultimately want to.
She just
sucks.
She just
fuck you, Melanie.
I'm so
fucking horrible Christian. And yeah, I know I'm being judgy, but fuck you.
No, she's not a Christian. She's
no,
not.
she's not.
She's not. If
She's
she
a
were,
fucking bigot and
yeah.
Yeah.
Because a real Christian and a real person that would follow Christ's beliefs,
yes,
would accept gay people for who they are.
Hey,
would
you know-
accept trans people for who
Yeah,
they
you
are.
know who one of Christ's best friends was? I know
A prostitute.
Yeah,
That slut.
fucking who? You fucking Harry Magdalene.
She ain't giving her away for free.
She gotta make a living in the previous times. BC.
Oh.
Oh, what time is it?
But you know late.
No, I meant. I know it's late.
It's off panel off topic. Take your pants
After
off.
dark.
Yeah, it's after dark.
This is where this.
Take your pants off.
It doesn't really make a difference because you can't see us the whole time anyway. But this is when we take our pants off.
Zip. Oh shit. We were on video. I do this.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
You can't see it, but I'm doing extreme close up.
He's doing what John Candy did on SCTV when he did those 3D movies. You ever see those?
No.
He's got the pancakes.
Tyler.
He's like-
Nobody's fucking seen STTV. You think I'm Canadian? You're gonna tell me Eugene Levy's on that show?
Yeah.
I know of it. I've never actually watched it.
Well, you're.
Today we're talking about Exo Manowar Unconquered. So Exo Manowar Unconquered, written by Becky Kluman, art by Michael W. Conrad. No.
Art by Liam Smith.
No,
Why don't you
it
read-
says
just
Liam.
read-
It says Liam Sharp.
Okay, but what?
No, I'm holding the book.
Right, but what do the credits say?
Credits say "Eat my ass."
We can't swear.
Oh yeah. No,
It's fine. It's fine. We're good.
Alex Jones
Just
said
no more. Yeah, Alex Jones said it.
it. Alex Jones told me to eat. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
So writers are Becky Kluman and Michael W. Conrad.
Yes.
Art by Liam Sharp.
Who did the Green Lantern? book
Lettering-
with, Morrison.
Lettering by Troy.
We don't care about the letters.
Wow. I gotta say, Levi Sharp is just drawing his heart out in this thing. Holy shit, the art in this book is incredible.
Back in the 90s, I talked to you a little bit off the air. Valiant was a...
Here we go.
Real quick, Valiant was a couple people defected from Marvel, like Shooter and Layton and some of those Michelini, who we've actually talked about previously in this episode. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
It's Michelini, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds way better than Michelini. It really does.
It's the Michelin Man.
It's a Michelin man. Writing Spider-Man and selling
Yeah,
tires.
dude, did you not remember David Mickle?
So here's what's really funny.
I can't even say it.
Here's what's really funny is all these books come out and they're print runs of like 10,000 a piece. And this is when the secondary market is exploding, right before it implodes. This is the time of Image. This is the time of fucking gatefold, fucking die cut, fucking hologram, fucking covers and multiple
Oh man,
covers.
those fucking
This is
hologram
awful.
covers.
This is awful time.
Those are my
And
favorite.
everybody and anybody's looking for that next book that's gonna be like, oh, it's worth $1 million in a month. Nothing is going to happen like that. Why? Because A, they make 1 million copies of all these other books, like that X-Men #1. They made 1 million copies, like 10 million copies of each of the 5 covers.
But that's how they try to get the that's how they try and when they sorry, I keep stuttering.
The point is,
but when they resell a book, right? They sell a book and it's like Batman #1, it's
right.
15. Like that is really them just trying to play the resale market or playing the
sure.
Anyway,
but it really is about who appears in what.
Yeah.
Like the first appearance of Cable is really, really, really expensive, but there's more to it than just the first appearance of Cable. At that point, New Mutants was a very low seller for Marvel. Nobody bought New Mutants. So the print one was down to like 600,000 or something compared to like Amazing Spider-Man. It was nothing.
Or like
Half,
Amazing Fantasy
a third
15
of that.
or whatever.
Right. So Amazing Fantasy, there's like 10 left. That's what I'm saying. The first appearance of Cable is not just because the first appearance of Cable. It's also because there's not that many copies available. The point is, Valiant all of a sudden becomes this book. All these books like Exo Man of War, Harbinger, Doctor Solar Man of War, blah blah, all this other shit. They all come out and they're within a month are worth like $10,000, and people are going, "Oh, we gotta buy Valiant because they're going to be worth something." They regretted to know that their art and story are really good, and I followed these guys for a while. And Exo Man of War is one of my favorites. And it's about a barbarian that gets caught like in the Visigoths' time by these spider aliens and then comes back to Earth with like this super powerful set of armor. But the funny thing was people weren't realizing that these Valiant comics were going such up in price because they made like 6,000 of them.
Yeah.
It wasn't that they were like super special. But then they started coming out with gatefold covers and fucking holograms and shit. And it was like, no, stick to what made you good stories and good art.
So Exo Man of War.
Valiant has been around for about
Uncovered,
30, 40
unconquered,
years. Yep.
Uncovered.
Anyway, so it was cool to see Exo again. He's come back a couple of different times. Valiant has kind of rebooted a couple times since then, since the 90s. But I really like it. Liam Sharp's stuff really reminds me a lot of Sienkiewicz, I think is how you pronounce his name. He's a guy famous for doing like the Nightmare Bear, or the Spirit Bear New Mutants storyline that the movie's based off.
Oh God, that movie.
He also did Frank Miller. He also did the seminal Elektra miniseries back in the
I thought you were gonna say Electric Superman
with Frank Miller. One of the best. If you like Elektra and you haven't read that, well, you don't like Elektra that much.
Wow.
Seriously.
This book,
but I love it because it reminds me of the times when I was collecting comics back then, and It
seems weird that this is a #1 because I think there's a lot of prerequisite to really understand what's going on in this book.
They try to explain it on that first page, kind of.
Well, they get the idea. Yeah, I mean the big idea is that how do you pronounce this guy's name? I don't even know.
Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric. He has the Exo suit, the Exo Man of War suit that like makes him.
It's a sentient suit.
It's a sentient suit that talks to him. It's a very valuable suit because it's very strong. It's like very, very high tech. Like one of the,
in the comics,
advanced technology.
The spider aliens that have it call it Shanhara, and every like 1,000 years an egg hatches, and that's the Man of War. Now they have,
and he says in this book that he's had this suit.
They have a lesser class that shows up in the previous comics that is not as good as the Shanhara. Armor. Anyway.
Yeah, this is like the best. It's like in a video game you can get the best armor. That's what this is.
Yeah, it's super great. But it repairs him, it heals him. Yeah,
it talks to him.
Yeah.
I'm always a sucker as someone who likes to make story audio dramas and scripted podcasts. It's whenever I see something like that in some other medium, I always enjoy it because it's like, hey, they understand what I'm talking about. When you sometimes you got to have a robot voice talk to your protagonist to move the story along.
Robot.
I think the art is incredible. The art is just wow. It pops, and it's a weird thing because it's the style it's a combination.
There's
of
a lot of H.R. Giger. The guy who made the alien stuff.
There's a lot of
influence.
A lot of that. There's a lot of like paint and like brushwork. But then also you like this double page splash where he's flying towards this fucking comet.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh my god,
right?
Dude. It's so cool because it takes all of the different styles that Sharp is doing in this, and he combines it, and it's these panels, like 4 or 5 panels that are going diagonally across the page, and it's showing his life. His life is flashing before his eyes. He's seeing his whole life story as he's going towards this comet. It's fucking rad, and it's the highlight of the book, in my opinion. Now, again, I feel like I'd understand. I think I would have to have my foot in another, like the little bit that you had, the little background knowledge that you had. I feel like I would need that to fully grasp what's going on, because they do throw a lot at you where it's like, okay, this is a number 1, but it's still a continuation of some sort of story.
But you got that he's a Visigoth and that the guys he's fighting against are Romans, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really all you need to know.
What do you mean by Romans? Like our Romans?
I don't know. But they're Romans.
We just know that he has a suit they want, and they're coming after him to get it.
Well, they're mad at him because he's a goth.
Thought it was
he's a barbarian.
Yeah,
he's worth nothing to them. They're Romans. They're cultured.
And they just want the suit. They don't care
basically.
about him.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, he ran into it wasn't a meteor. It was a comet. It was a missile.
Yeah.
And he took it off course because it was going to Earth, and like, oh, you got a close attachment to Earth. Like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. It's always funny because sometimes space stories have to do something with Earth to be like, get other, people to relate to it, because they're like, well, Earth's over here.
I don't know if you know, but
you live there. I know you don't live on this cool planet. But
have you ever seen those people who are like looking at star constellations in like the Star Wars movies and trying to figure out how far away Earth is? And it's like,
now,
those were made by people. Those aren't actual shots of the galaxy that Star Wars takes place in, you fucking idiot.
Now, that being said,
yes,
I really enjoy it. I think that it is something that I could see myself reading more of.
Yes,
I do. I like it a lot.
As a fan of the previous book, I give it a.
I think what works for it is it's clearly got like some really cool lore behind it, and it's building on that lore.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what really goes for it is it's pulpy. It leans into the fact that this is a comic book. And
yeah.
I know that sounds so novel to say and such a bullshit critic way of like critiquing something, but like it's true. It leans into the thing, he gets hit by what he thinks is a meteor, but it's a fucking bomb.
It's a darn missile.
He survives it.
It's a dang missile.
Yeah. We've already...
I know, but I'm trying to get us back on track.
No. Well, fuck it. I'm not going to go through and edit this if you think that's what you're getting at me.
No. I'm just saying we can still limit it.
That's bull. Just start cussing. They don't listen.
We appreciate it.
But thanks again. By the way, thanks again, Mayhem, to providing us in Clive, Mayhem Comics in Clive. Support your local comic shops. They supply us with every single Mayhem comic of the week. Thanks again for that. Final rating,
and this is the I give it a A minus. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. I have a little bit of whatchamacallit with it, history with it.
I give it a
What?
No, but support your local comic shop. Yes. And
yes to both those things.
This is the second one, the second book that we've gotten so far that was something that I had connection to from my past. So that was cool.
So that's bullshit. You,
jeez.
Sorry, it's nothing you made me conscious of, and I can't stop it.
I just can't stop cursing.
Are the Jets eliminated? In the
I don't know. They were down last I saw.
The Lightning ones.
Let's
so
look.
They're still alive.
Yeah,
As of this recording.
Play the darn
Play the
darn theme
Play
song
the
so we can
theme.
go back to swearing.
Play the curse words.
Ah! Fuck! Oh yeah, they're about to get eliminated. They're down. Yeah, they're down 3-1. Second period, down 2-0 to those darn Golden Knights. I hate you, Golden Knights. You suck.
I hate you, Golden
They suck.
Knights.
Yeah, go Jets. Not the New York.
Knights remind me of silver fates.
Golden Knights remind me of golden showers.
4 hours. I miss my wife.
Do you want to stop the podcast so you can go see your wife?
No, I'm saying he misses his wife's
Oh.
golden showers.
Oh, I thought you were talking
'Cause
about
that's what
you
they.
yourself.
That's what they did as a couple.
Who?
This fictional people that like the
That we
gold.
just made up?
Yeah.
Here's John and Mary, the fake off-panel, off-topic couple. We use those we use them like politicians use their fake
Joe the plumber.
Yeah, their constituents. You know, I know this one person, and he was just walking around, and he happened to see that there was a transgender, a drag queen reading.
He jumped out with a knife and said,
$1 million, bitch.
And he just couldn't believe it.
Nothing but garbage, yeah. Nothing but garbage, guys.
Most people.
"I hit the wrong button." No,
Most people have.
You
a
don't
problem
silence Macho Man.
with, most people have a problem with like drag queens reading.
What?
I just don't get it. Like, I mean, what's your deal? Like, as long as they're not going in there and like reading like pornographic books to them, which no, the ones that you say are not pornographic. I've read pornographic books and they're pretty.
Wow.
Well, I have.
Like erotic novels?
Yeah.
Did you?
I didn't buy them. I found them from somebody older than me.
God? You keep pointing up.
Yeah, God. It was God. God brought me pornographic, erotic novels.
What a cool guy.
No pictures at all. You really had to use your imagination.
But how good of a writer
But they
were
were
That's the real
graphic.
question.
They were graphic. Okay. The point is as long as they're reading.
Wait, did
like,
the book have this in it?
I'll eat your ass.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
$1 million, bitch.
There's a lot of that too.
Beat that beaver up. Wow. Oh, my Lord.
Where did you find the adaptation of that book that I was telling you about?
Beat That Beaver Up is a good book.
That's what it's called. Weird.
Crack cocaine.
Fart.
Fart.
No.
I could write a book about what you don't
Now
know.
I'm just playing with the soundboard.
Yeah. It's better. You know, I mean, there's less things you could, you know.
You know what, man?
I'll drink your blood.
That's what Dracula says.
Why don't you just. Every time I think you're going to do one and stop, you're like, yep, not done yet.
I'm just saying. He picks up a lady. Dracula looks at her and he goes,
I'll drink your blood.
"What does she say?" You know?
What does she say? What does she say?
Nice.
Or no, she says,
Pizza time.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.